Welcome back to EIS Alaska. Wanted to work on a couple little projects, and high up on our list is putting some insulation up in the ceiling. Not only to keep it warmer in here, but also to hopefully cut down on some sound transmission.
So that's probably one of the most frequently asked questions in the comments. When are we, or if we're going to put some sound dampening in to reduce the cabin noise, and I guess hopefully this kind of answers that for you.
Yeah, I think a lot of the sound transmission is coming from above the cowling and the exhaust, the way it's just kind of shoots straight up. It is on our list to get some pipes extended out. It just hasn't happened. We're going to start with getting some insulation in the ceiling and see how much that helps out. I don't know how much is actually coming out of the surround right here. This is where the exhaust stack comes through. Probably some is coming through here, but then there's the big metal cowling up top, and I think a lot of that is just coming right back down through the ceiling right here. So anyways, we picked up a bale of Rockwool over here, Rockwool. This is a Rockwool line, or I should say product line, made by Rockwool. So this is mineral insulation. It's a 4-inch thick piece, and it's supposed to help with sound dampening. It's supposed to be pretty good for it, so we're gonna give that a try.
I guess we'll start by getting a couple measurements.
Yeah, so all of these are different. So we kind of mapped this out. So we got 2 of these bales, and that's gonna do it for now. But this first one should fill to about right here. Either 3 or 4 of those. And then the second one will get us up into here somewhere. We're not going the long way on these because it just won't work out. So we'll just go the short way. We'll end up with the 24-inch piece, which means more joints, but we won't waste any material that way. And that's good.
A lot more manageable too.
Yeah.
Here's kind of awkward already. You can see there's a lot of like bracing blocks like that, and
yep,
and
that'll need to be trimmed out, huh?
Yep.
So it's been pretty chilly here. We've had a lot of wind this last week. A lot of wind. Oh, just tore it. So this stuff's got a little bit of weight to it.
Yeah, it's kind of heavy.
That should be good. There's like all these really hard to understand, confusing like sound dampening qualities. This stuff is very high up on it, so this is what they use commercially. So the safe stuff isn't like, it's all pretty similar, the characteristics through all the Rockwool brand. There is some with heavier densities, some with lighter densities. I forget what this one, I think it's like a 4-pound density, the stuff, if I'm thinking right. And then some of the lighter stuff that is actually good for sound dampening is like 2.4 pound density, like pound per square foot. But then there's also stuff with like 6 and 8 pound densities that are actually about the same. So I kind of looked through everything. They didn't have actual R value or sound absorption for this, and this is the only stuff they carry here. But just looking at like the characteristics of the others, there's not a lot of difference between like the 8-pound density and the 2.5-pound density. It's what we have here, so we don't really have a lot of choice in the matter. So you don't really want to cut the stuff oversized. It's a friction fit. It's pretty stiff. So 7 5/8 is my gap, so we'll probably just maybe do it like an 1/8 over, you think? Let's try that.
Right.
And got a new mask, got some masks, so I don't like breathing these fibers and stuff. It's nice stuff. So this doesn't compress over time like fiberglass insulation. This is all just a mineral, a rock mineral that's been, I don't know, ground up and spun somehow. Supposed to be good stuff. right?
So these bales were 180 each here
Yeah,
for
so
us.
$200 with tax.
$200 with tax. So you don't want to waste any, that's for sure.
No, you don't. And hopefully this cut's okay. Guess we're about to find out. Oh yeah. Cuts are like butter knife.
Keep her straight.
That was your job to tell me how I was doing.
Yeah, you look straight. To me.
Well,
Nice.
cool. All right, our first piece. Let's put it in and test it out. Oh yeah. How many dags we got up here? None for the first one, I guess. Oh yeah.
Well, that's really satisfying, I gotta say. Oh yeah, see all the floaty bits in the air now.
There's a few, huh?
I imagine that some of it is also this little bit of leftover fiberglass dust that we never dusted off after our big project. Oh, that's the perfect fit, yeah.
Yeah, that seems pretty reasonable, huh?
Yeah.
Maybe just a touch long, but I don't want to make it so it's gonna like be loose either.
No, you want it to stay up in there.
That seems good. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like 25 out. It's pretty cold up here. We're not used to that kind of cold weather. Being Alaskans and all.
Yeah, we're the coastal temperature kind of guys. We're like
Yeah.
we like the warm more than the cold.
We're not the frigid north kind of Alaskans where the 32 degrees is fine, but 25 is cold.
Yep.
But it hasn't dipped too low this year. If it gets below 10, then it's like, ugh.
Right. See, this will be why it's nice to use like the Garrett foam when we redo our cabin. Garrett foam.
Garrett, yeah.
Build it all out of foam and then it's automatic.
Interesting. Oh boy, is that too much? Maybe not.
I think it's okay. It was pretty.
It's got a lot of slant, huh?
Pretty slanted.
No, so I think with that stuff, I think you'll still want foam. Some kind of dampening on the inside besides that.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like, probably like really, I don't know if a guy would need to go 2 layers with that. Maybe go with like 1 inch and 2 layers to make a sandwich panel. You get a ton of strength out of that. End up with 2 inches of foam. Well, no, what did we use? We used 1 inch, huh?
In the hold on the bulkhead?
On that whole project?
Yeah, 2 layers,
But 1 inch.
1 inch. Yeah.
That seems like a drastic cut, but I think we're good.
Oh, dead on, bro.
Yeah,
Oh.
I like it.
Dude, this is gonna be nice. So before, for anyone who's been following us for a while, there used to be a copper sheet on the ceiling way back in the day when we bought the boat and we were down in Juneau. Actually, I think we tore out in Una, actually. And we just like folded up the copper and stowed it way down the hold. And yeah, so there was never any insulation or anything in this cabin to start with. They had a copper sheet went all the way across the cabin top, all the way up forward, and there was also like a flip down chart table right here. And I think they use the copper as like an aerial for the single sideband. It was all wired into it, so I think it was a double purpose, but yeah, kind of interesting anyway. Ooh, it's cold in that wind, dude.
Right?
Brr. So we're pretty excited for this season. Really excited to get back to some jigging. It feels like it was a long year last year, and jigging is pretty much, well, it's my favorite fishery, just because it's so relaxed and stress-free, really.
It's pretty carefree, right?
You want to catch fish and stuff, but it's also kind of like not so beholden to the weather and wind. All right, well, we'll keep on fitting up here. That's going pretty fast, huh?
Yeah.
At least the straight parts without obstacles.
So there's like almost one bale right there. So this will actually go pretty far. It should get us forward a good bit around this noisy area.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, you can see up in there.
Yep.
That's where your noise is coming from. A lot of noise comes through there. So this stuff is fire resistant, so we should just be able to butt it right up to that with no worries.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's a ledge here too. Good.
Yep.
Keep
On
it
the
from
other side too.
tumbling down, huh?
Yeah. Should work pretty good.
That should work good. I agree.
So I'll go around and look for any little staples or nails. So I'll go through, look for any little catches like that, and we'll keep on doing this cutting thing. And
Yeah, I got a good bit of this done anyways. It's a couple decimals quieter. It was like 6.2, 6.5, 62.5 to 62.3, or 63, I mean. Yeah, maybe it's not that much quieter. It's a little bit quieter.
well, it can only get better as we put more and more up. You show them where we got to.
Yeah,
Or a 1% life battery.
it does seem a little quieter back here.
It does. Alrighty, well, we're making good progress. And we, actually being Dad, I'm kind of just supervising him. Little thermometer here. So shine it up on the ceiling there. Reading 42, 142. And shine it on the insulation there. 51. So it's already getting a little more cozy in here. There's a big difference.
It sure is, yeah.
Yeah, so this stuff is going a pretty long ways too. So maybe a little bit more than we expected. It'll sure be nice getting this done. And then we got the door over here. Got some strips of just some neoprene foam that we're gonna glue in right here. The door is warped, or the house is is out of whack, so that's why there's a big gap right there. So gotta fill it with something. Last winter we just used a towel and stuffed it in the crack thusly, and that served the purpose, but it was kind of annoying when you have to go out there to anchor up. So yeah, we'll get those glued in, get some contact cement and glue in a couple of strips, and then that'll be nice and draft free over there. So becoming more and more livable around here. All right, well, pretty good progress so far. Got a piece of 3/8 inch just plywood here. Got it up there and fitted. Say it's pretty nice looking. Coming along. Dad's cutting the piece for right here. Got this over here fitted up with pretty minimal fiddling. I think there was just a couple of little gaps, but yeah, that's expected with a awkward shape of cabins. So yeah, we ended right here for now. As you can see, we cut the plywood to be able to fit the next piece in. Once we get going from there forward, we'll have to buy some more insulation and plywood to finish that, but for now it's a lot better, much better. Quite happy with how it's turned out. Open this door for my man Calvin.
Thank you kindly.
Who's Calvin?
Who is Calvin? Hung up on the door. Alrighty. Okay. Well, not the best, not the worst. Okay. How much did I overcut that?
It's pretty good.
Come back just a little bit my way, I guess.
This gap okay here?
Hmm?
This gap okay with you?
Which one? Cool. Radio. We'll poke a few holes in this, huh?
Yeah.
And I think we'll be good to go.
Well, it's been a bit cold here the last few days. You can see on the water line over on our neighbor's boat there, got some ice buildup. Chilly for Kodiak.
I'm not sure why, but it seems warmer today.
It is warmer today.
Is it?
Yeah, it's like 20s instead of singles. And the wind isn't blowing too. That's the big difference there. Not so piercing.
Not yet. We got a good blow coming tomorrow, though.
Yeah, it's supposed to warm up a little bit. We were supposed to get like around 1.5 feet of snow, but it's kind of downgraded from there, more like maybe 4 to 8 inches now. So
Yeah.
nothing like Juneau, that's for sure.
Thank you.
Dad got the fishtail over there fired up, warming her up a little bit. All right, got a little countersink bit here. Make them look semi-professional.